That was quick.
What? What'd you call me?
That was quick. I thought you had to go set up.
I did that while we were on the phone.
Oh, okay.
You good? Do you want me to take more time?
No, you're good. You just said, I didn't realize you were doing it while we were on the phone. You're like, yeah, let me just set up real fast. And then we were just talking about future plans here. And I'm just like, well, that was quick.
Yeah. Okay. So, would you like to tell them about the movie we watched?
Oh, I need a shot of whiskey for this one. We watched Disney Channel's original movie, Double Team.
Which is apparently, I wasn't aware of this. It's a true story.
I didn't realize that either. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. But I have my notes from when I watched it. You know.
Did you?
So, yeah. So, okay. God, people are speeding through the gate. I'm at work while I do this, so I'm gonna apologize for any cars you hear in the background. And typically, when we do it in the guard shack, it doesn't sound that good. Also, I don't know. We got 2 episodes that are posted right now, and we're doing this one in advance because Devin has a busy football schedule. But I don't know what's going on with. I've noticed at random points I'll get high pitched, and it's just me, and it will glitch on my end, but not Devin's. So just a little housekeeping stuff. We know we are trying to fix it. Please bear with us. We've been having technical issues over all of our podcasts.
All over them.
We are testing out new stuff to record. Typically, when mine gets better, Devin gets worse, or when Devin's gets better, mine gets worse. We've been trying to play with it, but I have noticed the weird glitch. I've been using Beat Studio 3 to record most of the one for the popcorn bucket so far.
Really?
Yep.
I've just been using my phone speaker.
I've noticed, and some points it sounds like you're really far away, and others you sound a lot better than me. Like
Yeah, this is where my phone glitch. I keep meaning to grab my headphones, and they're like sitting in my car because I go straight to the gym. I didn't go to the gym today because I told you I recorded with you, and I knew if I went to the gym and I'd be too exhausted, so I was like, no, I need to record today.
No, so for the audio for the past couple that I've listened to, because I listen to them and I take notes on what we can improve on, because the Ravenclaw in me is like, we've got to do better. But
Harry Potter, can't wait to go down that road.
Oh man, we just glitched there.
What are you talking about?
Well, you were like talking over yourself. Let me describe it. So, why are people honking? But basically the way your audio just did was like you were talking over yourself. I don't know if that's my audio being affected or what, but it was weird.
I don't know. Excuse me.
Either way, we're not going to stop this. We're if we stop, things will get worse.
For real.
All right, Devin. So we should probably talk about Double Teams 2002.
It was a 2002 movie?
Yeah.
Holy shit, the cinematography was bad.
Oh, I've got notes on that. So at random points, they're very adamant of how tall the main 2 girls are, and who are in real life. I wrote this down. They're both 5'8" and a half, Okay.
They lied. They said they were 6 foot even.
Well, apparently the people that it's based on are like 6 foot even.
Oh,
But at one point when they're going to the new school, they didn't try to. They were middle schoolers surrounding them.
I thought those kids looked young. I was like, bro, those ain't high school freshmen.
Like and most of the main cast, or like at the time of the filming, are like 18, 19, 20. Okay. But most of the other girls are like 5'5", 5'6". I think one girl was 5'3". But
it's okay. It's okay. I thought one of the girls on the other team was a man at some point during the holiday tournament.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. That doesn't sound like the weirdest thing in this movie.
It's just the way it was the way they would like start the shot above the rim, and it was during the Christmas tournament, the opening shot. That girl went for a layup, and her hair was like it was like braided way back. You know how some basketball girls do, they like braid it.
You mean cornrows?
Yeah, that's it. I thought it was braiding. And I was like, is that a grown man? I was like, oh, that's a woman.
Dude, the cinematography, like, so when she first, like, one of them first, like, the girl that wants to go for drama, she's standing next to one girl, and you can clearly tell one girl is, the blonde girl is standing on a box next to, like, her 5'3" compatriot.
Oh, that scene was weird. I was like, man, she seems tall. And I was like, this is weird. This is just weird at Angley.
Well, not just that. Like, okay, so the cinematography wasn't too bad. Like, whenever they're dealing with the girls, like the main girls, they're doing it at a downward angle. But when they're dealing with other people, they're doing it like they're going from, like, they're shooting from a downward angle to make them appear taller. But if they're dealing with somebody else, they're shooting from an upper angle to make the other people seem smaller, which gives it a great illusion. It was very smart. But you also have people running around barefoot. Like, one of the girls, so many people, there's a pool at the party. There's a party scene. And several of the girls are just, when they're next to her, they've just been walking around the entire party barefoot. And at one scene, they let it slip that the main mean girl was barefoot at the party. But,
the mean brunette or black hair one?
Yeah, the raven-haired girl.
I couldn't stand
quote
her.
unquote mean girl.
Couldn't stand her.
She was a discount Malfoy. I'm going to say that now.
She was a discount Malfoy.
She was.
Oh my gosh, my guy said you're a discount. Nobody wants you.
But we've been watching a lot of movies. Hot Rod had parents. Someone Married Barry had parents. What the fuck is with the bad parenting? You girls, you are different. You're tall. We're going to force you to transfer schools to play volleyball.
Bro, the dad pissed me off. The dad was so fucking, I don't know if he's fucking lazy or smart.
I'm going to say fucking stupid. Because then it was like parenting. I'm rating this parenting 1 out of 10. I guess we have a scale for rating parenting. Like, we haven't had good parenting so far, I don't think, other than fucking Barry, who actually is good with children.
Wait, you didn't think the mom of Old Yeller was that good?
No, I've already covered that. It was just like, oh, we can't have a woman be empowered. Make the child an adult.
Oh,
they did that.
God, and we just recorded that episode too, like, what, 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday? Yeah, 2 days ago?
Like, that was the whole premise of them transferring schools. And I'm rating the parenting 1 out of 10, writing 2 out of 10.
You're rating the parent one 2 out of 10?
No, I'm rating the writing of the movie 2 out of 10. Their parenting's 1 out of 10.
Their parenting's 1 out of 10. This man said, your parenting's bad. 1 star.
Okay, so some scenes, I'm reading over my notes, but like there were some scenes where it was very obvious they were like wearing, those like platform shoes, like Robert Downey Jr. wears to make himself seem taller. Because Tony Stark's actually 6 foot.
Yeah.
Like it was very obvious that like some scenes they were doing that, and then but I do like the camera angles. Like they were very smart about that. That may be the only thing the movie was smart about.
Was there camera angles?
Okay, so you're gonna love how I wrote my notes out. The fucking audacity of the bitch who says, "This is my team."
Freaking Malfoy.
That's actually what I wrote. It was lazy writing behind that to where they needed to make conflict. Like, oh, we need a mean girl because she's taller than they would. Not to mention, they would play completely different positions. Okay? So I don't get why this girl is such a bitch.
I don't get it neither. She just said, "This is my team." And she's like,
go ahead.
And she's like, "This is my team," and does like the basic snap, and I'm like, "Okay, Beck, you can have this team."
Flipping all, Mickey is basically Malfoy, just from Harry Potter, like with a different font. She's a girl, and she's got daddy issues.
God, when did the first Harry Potter came out? I wonder if she used that for inspiration.
I don't know.
Hold on.
You go look that up.
Huh?
Go ahead and look that up. I'll rant about something else.
All right.
So the school are the Sea Kings, okay? So, yep, the school colors. You guessed it, viewers. They're red and black. But if you see the logo from the bleachers, they're blue. The paint on the court, blue.
It was 2001, so that movie, she definitely had some inspiration by the Harry Potter movies.
I wouldn't doubt it. But no, did you notice that, all the stuff, for the Sea Kings, most of it was blue, and then you just cut to a logo that they made for the show and posted on the wall, and it was red. What? And then all the jerseys are red, everyone in the stands is wearing red, but the aesthetic of the gym is blue.
Oh, yeah.
The main logo wasn't blue at all. It was red.
Oh, the main logo on the gym floor was like a blue Sea King.
Yes.
Yeah, I was scratching my head. I was like, shouldn't he have red skin or something? Because
he didn't have red skin. He was Caucasian. But they based the entire color scheme off the red ring around the logo.
That's lame.
It was. So, would you like to guess my favorite line from this movie?
Favorite line was... What was your favorite line?
So my favorite line was, and I quote, You live in a donut shop? Can we have a sleepover?"
Oh, yeah. When she gives him the fake address. Yeah, we live on 123 Lane, and that bitch Veronica Malfoy wannabe goes, "I went there last night. It's a donut shop."
Yeah. All right, Devin, we're gonna need to take a break for an ad.
All right.
So. All right, Devin, we're back.
But yeah, her fake Malfoy looking self was like, "I went to a donut shop." Who wastes their time and energy to go to somebody's house they hate it?
You have to be that petty. And then there's a joke where one of the girls is jokes about not wanting to be trapped on a boat. So Devin, you didn't grow up watching Disney movies, did you?
No.
Okay. So the one that makes the joke of not wanting to be trapped on a boat was starred in Tiger Cruise in 2004, which is also a Disney movie about a girl, like, I think it was at the time of 9/11, being trapped on the boat. Like, she's visiting her dad on the naval boat, and the ship goes into lockdown because of 9/11 or something like that. So, like, the girl that plays Heather, I don't know the actor's name. I don't remember it. But I don't know if they were filming that at the time or what, or if it was just like weird coinky-dink foreshadowing.
I think Disney Channel ends up hiring all the same actors and actresses, and they all just do different movies.
I mean, this is one of the rare times of like a double dipping. I mean, of course, I just watched Hocus Pocus not too long ago, and the guy that voices the cat is also the guy who voices Max in the Goofy movie. So I mean, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, it's very. Every once in a while they double dip, but it was more in the later 2000s, like 2010 and on, that they did that, because they were getting like the whole like the boy band type craze where people were like simping for this like actor or actress, so they would put them in a bunch of movies to get those people to watch.
Oh yeah, I got you.
All right. What do we got? Oh man, I didn't realize how many notes I have.
Well,
Okay,
talk
so-
away. We only had 17 minutes.
Okay, so back to the dad. Seriously, why is the dad so crappy about making them play sports because they are tall? Like, one of them is really bad with the athletic ability, and it's like noted like in a couple scrimmages, like her best attribute is she's tall, and they were both like really good at sports because they were just tall women.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this to you now. If you turn into this dad in this movie, like pushing your kids to do sports as much as he does, I will slap you. Okay.
One, my kids won't be tall. They'll be lucky if they make it a 5'7" or 5'8".
Dude, you were literally going on about having D1 babies or D2 babies.
D2 babies. Gonna make them MMA babies. Yeah, but that's just a joke.
But no, like for real, dude, why is he such a bad parent? Like, was the script that demanded on just the ignorance of parents in Disney movies?
I mean, it's a Disney movie. What do you expect? It's all about the kid. It's like kid power, man. Like, the kids are the heroes, and they're cool and hip, and they don't need their parents.
Dude, speaking of Hocus Pocus, I mean, they tell a cop, and it's like the definition of white privilege. But at the same time, it was just so bad because they tell a cop, and he turns out not to be a cop, but they don't know that. But he just like basically harasses the kids, and it's like, well, I guess we've got to fucking save the day. I mean, we've got fucking witches and a sentient undead dying cat. Guess we're on our own.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Another hang up I had. So they got kicked out of school for a while for improper paperwork. But how did they get into school if they had the improper paperwork?
See, I was wondering that too. They should have red flagged it right off the bat.
Because they would have had to have the proper paperwork before they would have even allowed to attend school there. Did they just walk in the building and start attending classes and no one noticed? No one noticed. No one in the office noticed, like, hey, something doesn't add up here.
Bruh, you don't want to know the half of it. With that's like I was wondering, and then the principal goes, "Hey, you gotta find a new house." You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it was just so stupid. So they're moving like to a motel.
God, that was so dumb. I think the whole situation was dumb. I was like, that Eagle in my mindset, I guess because like I think like modern sports mind, this was set back in 1985.
Mm-hmm.
But I think of like in my mind excuse me, when the dad and the volleyball coach were talking, I'm like, bruh, college coaches will come to a Christian academy, bro. And you just got.
They did it for ours. Like, you're definitely right.
But then again, I was thinking to myself, like, this is the 80s, though. I don't know what the landscape was for the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, dude, they like, there are programs, I don't know how late they are, but there are programs where you can attend a school in a different district and play sports and attend school there. Like, I am fully aware of that because a lot of people do it. I knew people from different towns when I was going to the elementary school I was going to when I was back in public school before I got transferred to private school. And they were like in a completely different district, but because their parents like work at the school or it was closer for their parents' work. So we were like right by Atlanta. It wasn't uncommon for that. Like, that is a common thing. Why couldn't they do that? I mean, clearly that would have been in the paperwork.
I feel like it was just a plot device.
I hate that. Speaking of plot devices, did they line dance for money to go to New York?
Yes, they did. I was wondering the same question when I watched it.
Because I paused it and I rewatched that scene several times, and I could not make fucking sense of it, Devin.
I started laughing at first. I was like, are they really in their town square with neon cowboy hats? And she just starts doing the cha-cha-cha.
Like, it made no sense.
I'm just like, this is a fucking Disney movie. They're fucking cha-cha-cha in town square.
Okay, Devin. So, your other podcast is more sports, right?
Yep.
You're into sports.
Yep.
Okay, and I have a background in basketball management, correct?
Correct.
So what the fuck is wrong with the coach?
I have no clue. I was kind of scratching my head at him the whole time. I was like, they didn't write him well.
No, they didn't write the man well at all. He was just like, oh, I really need good players. Oh my goodness. There's tall people. I can use them. And it's like very like uncomfortable how he's like idolizing the two tall players. And then he's a fucking idiot. Like, the tallest players are playing point guard positions.
I thought they were playing center and power forward.
They're supposed to. Like, in the one scene, they're like, oh, you're going to be playing these. And then the shots of the movie, like where they're actually playing, they're playing point guard positions a lot. Like, there's a couple, but most of them seem to be point guard positions.
You serious? I didn't notice that.
I did, because I was like, what? Wait, what? Like, I'm like visibly upset, like, while I'm watching this at the gate that one day. I didn't know why. What else was it? I'm fairly certain that the team will be disqualified though for having the injured player on the. They would have had to put her on the books before the game, and they decided a split second, the last minute of the game, they put her in.
That made me go, what the fuck? I was like, this is unrealistic.
That's illegal and will get you disqualified.
I had like, you remember, I'm just like, my brain exploded because I was like, that's not right, because somebody would be tripping balls.
No, they would get disqualified for that. And that is against the rules.
Bro, I'm just like, yeah, this is definitely a Disney movie. Because if it was real life, if the refs didn't say anything, some head coach would be like, throwing chairs and flipping out and shit.
Oh yeah, like that. Somebody's getting pissed off, and Can we talk about the announcer?
Joe, I thought he was smoking a cigarette at some point.
I did too, and then I had to like take a second glance. I was like, hold the fuck up. This is a Disney movie. Why is this guy smoking? And I was like, oh, that's a pin. Clearly nobody thought this, hey, maybe this angle may not work. He looks like he's smoking.
Nah, it's good. Throw it in there.
But no, like at one point he says, right now these teams are dead even. Meanwhile, they shoot to like, a shot of the scoreboard, and the score is 24-20. And I was like, something don't add up there.
Somebody either isn't good at their math, or somebody wasn't paying attention when they were editing the movie, or somebody's just straight up dumb.
Dude, and then for my opinion, the first half was just like absolute dumpster fire, and the last half of the movie isn't bad. It almost makes up for it, almost. But dude, I did not. This is a hard movie for me to get through.
I came up with open eyes. I usually like sports movies. It was just teenage cringiness all throughout.
It was just very needless drama. Like, oh my gosh. And then they become friends after the New York trip, and it's okay because they get her dad to show up to the big basketball game.
Can we talk about how they were drooling over that one basketball player?
Like, they were obsessed with, like, okay, so they're, what year are they supposed to be? Like, juniors, sophomores?
I thought it was junior.
I don't remember. I didn't care enough, honestly.
I didn't either.
But one of the girls is obsessed with the senior, and she gets her moment, and he's into her because she's tall and good at sports, and she cares about sports, and this is how she gets entered, because she went too hard in the paint and hurt herself practicing.
See, I thought she kept pushing herself because she was upset because she missed that shot.
Oh, she was, but it kind of consumed her, and like it was just fucking boo-boo garbage.
And he was like, "Nah, babe, you gotta stop. I've been doing this for 2 hours." And she's like, "No, give me the ball." All serious and stuff. I'm like, bro, you are over dramatic. You missed one shot. Get over it. You're still in the final.
I know, but what do you think? What do you think about that soundtrack?
God, it's a soundtrack lost, gone in the wind. Early 2000 Disney movie soundtrack. I'll never hear again.
No. There's a specific song that appears at the very end of the movie. So when they're revealing that it's a true story, the song. Okay, so the song that is playing to tell you that they've moved on to the WNBA.
Oh, that scene was cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, that was the song from SpongeBob, the jellyfish, the one where the jellyfish are having the party. That's that song, and I had to pause it, and I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Really? Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't put two and two together. I was so done with this movie. I was like,
and you know that one? I couldn't help but sing Jellyfish and just like busting a move.
Bro, I was so done with this movie. I was like, I thought that WNBA shot was cool. Like when they made it, I thought that was pretty cool because it showed the original logo, the original designs when the league was formed. I thought that was cool.
Oh yeah, like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that was cool, but how we got there was not what we needed.
For real, they should have focused more on basketball.
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, oh, Double Team. It's a great movie. I remember watching this as a kid, and I watched it and I was like, what the fuck?
What kind of teen drama trash is this?
Like, I got so upset at myself. I was like, you thought this was a good movie.
and now we gotta watch it.
But no, okay. I think we vocalized how much we felt about it, and we've been recording for about like 16 minutes so far. So Devin, what do you rate this movie?
God, what do I give this movie? In all seriousness, 3 popcorn buckets.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, this may be the first time I rate higher than you.
Oh wow.
Because I'm gonna give it 4.
You're gonna give it.
Because I made the description like after I watched it, and I was like, okay, what do I want to make this? And I was very I was on the fence. I jumped around and changed this description several times, but I honestly think that this deserves a 4. Like, yeah, it's very clunky, but I think the cinematography in it, they did put in work. Like, somebody was sitting in like a college course and was like, oh, camera angles, write that the fuck down, and they did, and I'm very proud of that. And then like they do a lot of like behind the scenes like little minor stuff to make it look like they're taller, and then there's a lot of like plot holes in this. I mean, like, if this was a road, it'd be full of potholes. But I think I'm gonna give it.
That is a pretty good description.
But I mean, if you take away a lot of it, they did put time into it. Not writing time, but cinematography time. And I'm gonna give it a 4.
All right. The reason I'm giving it a 3, one, the cinematography was good. All right.
Okay.
I'll give them that. That's the one positive. I'm rating it so low because 1, it was written poorly. 2, I wasn't engaged. Like, I was engaged probably for like the first couple of minutes, but once it kind of got into the teen drama and all that, I just want to be cool. I just want to play, like typical teenage drama.
Mm-hmm.
I clocked out. I was like, God, this is not the movie I thought. I thought this was gonna be a cool, like,
Like, I was very upset because I was like, oh, this is a really good sports movie. I remember watching it as a kid. I liked it as a kid, but like watching it now, I noticed there was a lot of stuff. But I think what I remembered best about the movie was the second act of the movie. Like the second act of the movie, I thought was a lot better than the first. Like, they started getting their shit together, and like they all kind of come together like it's an Avengers movie or something. And I think that's when the writing started getting better and more cohesive. Does that make sense?
Or maybe somebody saw the first draft and was like, we can save this.
Maybe.
But we're 2 days done from filming. No, we can save this.
Yeah.
We can save the movie.
So Devin, would you like to tell them what we're going to be watching next time?
We're going to be watching James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Yep, it's the new one. So please be warned that there will be spoilers when we review that next Sunday. So if you do not want spoilers, please just don't watch it. We don't want to be those guys and ruin it for you, but we will have spoilers in it.
Oh, mega spoilers, like mega.
Yep. So Devin, I think we're at the end. What do you want the last word of this episode to be?
My last words.